Chicago. Chicago.
Welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Skyline postcard from a city, and we still on the rise. No construction, keeping busy. Always bear down on the blue and the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky.
King Kong ain't got
White Sox, Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Black Hawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot-town in the building, then you know what I stand for. Chicago, it's the city of the wind. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big lights, and we all about the people. Chicago, ain't another city like it right down Lakeshore. See newcomers all excited. Chicago, I'm in love with the city. I'm a rep it till I die. City's up if you with me. Chicago.
The Chicago nigga.
Welcome. Come on in. We gonna talk about it today. It was a press conference that was had yesterday. Of course, media day was yesterday for the Chicago Sky, and it was very interesting. As you do know, that the Chicago Sky is the second most talked about team in the WNBA. Like it or not, this team is the second most talked about team in the WNBA. First team is, of course, the Atlanta Dream. The third team is the Indiana Fever. I'm just saying. It's in the analytics. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Everybody want to know what's going on over in the debacle area of the Chi-Town Sky. They want to know how bad has this team been blown up without the Barbie being on there, and they want to know how this gonna look with the baddies. Are they dogs or are they puppies? A team full of baddies, what type of season will they have? We gonna talk about it today. Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports, ENT, and extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's going on, K-Sap? What's happening, brother? Appreciate you. Always love you. Hey, shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Y'all already know I'm in it to win it. Y'all, listen, last night I had a serious, conversation with everybody. That was all the subscribers that was included. If you had to be a subscriber last night, to come in and check us out, and participate on the live, So last night, I had to talk about what actually been going on in Caitlin Clark's area. Raven Johnson and all of the different things that they have been throwing at Raven, and then they started falling out with each other. They started falling out with each other, chat. I'm just being honest with you. It's a collision course over there in the Indiana Fever and the Clarkies. They are not in tune with one another, and they are going at each other in exemplified fashion. They don't like each other at all, and they let it be known. I'm just saying that at the end of the day got to end, and we gonna deal with it. Good morning, She Wins. Good morning, baby girl. We gonna talk about the Chicago Sky, the presser. We, like it or not, and some of the, some people gonna be hate watching. which is understandably so. You know what I'm saying? Hate watching the sky. And because, of course, our Barbie is not here, and the way that they had conducted themselves in the mismanagement and mistreatment of her. Hey, my sister Donna Cox, welcome. I see my brother Brian Lewis, my brother Dennis, you know what I mean, is up in the building. I see you, Marvin. It says bro Claude in the building. I hope everybody in the chat doing great. I hope you're doing great too, brother. I appreciate you always showing your face, Marvin. You know what I mean? You, Brian Lewis, of course, always, Robert Jones, all of my brothers, Van, and you know what I'm saying, brother Will, you know what I'm saying, that be coming through. I appreciate y'all, man. It's holding me down as men, you know what I'm saying, supporting what I'm doing for the ladies on this show. But I want y'all to be easy. Be easy, because y'all heard what Angel had to say. Y'all seen Angel, you know what I mean, come to Chicago and play her game and play the game and win. You got what I'm saying? Which we all wanted her to win. We all wanted her to beat Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was a preseason game, we wanted her to win because it makes us feel better. It just make us feel better that she won. You know what I mean? If she didn't win, it didn't make no difference because we gonna feel how we gonna feel. You got what I'm saying? So I understand everybody. What's up, brother Will? I mentioned your name when you walked in the building. Good morning, brother. The thing is this. Angel said, be cool. She say, move on. Angel say, we good over here. You know what I mean? Angel said that we good. She is all right. And she don't want us to conduct ourselves because she in a happy place. She say she loves Chicago. Her heart is here. Her home is here. Her court. She got a court that's here in Chicago. She mentioned that. She told all of y'all that. She not closing and shutting down the basketball court. She gonna keep it there, and she did not sell her home. So for those who don't understand or want her to do something else, Angel gonna do what the hell she want to do. She a grown ass woman, and she understand what and how she need to move. And she not gonna move like you move. You move like she move, just like that. I mean, just like that. You dig what I'm saying? And we went over there to Atlanta Dream because, of course, our baby bopper, the boo bop, the bam, is over there in the Atlanta Dream. But I just want to let everybody know that Angel said, chill out, cool down. She is still the Chi-Town Barbie. She still that. And she has honor and respect for her Chicago fans because they honor and we honor and respect her. So, you know what I'm saying? Those who disrespect us in trying to put it in her name, she says she not for them shenanigans. She say she for peace and treliquy, and she has moved on, and she happy over there in that hating ass she wins place. I ain't buying no damn season tickets. You better get out of here. They in trouble with me. Y'all know, listen, I'm not buying no season tickets. They in trouble with me. Y'all already know that. You know what I'm saying? They are in trouble with me. I know what Angel said, what she said, but, you know, I still, you know what I mean? I got to represent me and do me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown-ass man. I know Angel is all good, and I know she asked us to be cool and everything, but, you know, we going to be cool, Angel, but, you know, we don't have to like it. We don't got to like it, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm going to always support my Chicago Sky team. I'm always support the ladies that's on the Chicago Sky team. I'm going to never disrespect them. I'm going to never First of all, I ain't disrespecting no woman that go out and work hard and get it for a family and make it happen. I ain't doing that. That's ignorant for me to do, to disrespect any woman that's going out and trying to make it happen for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's dubs in the chat when it comes to that. You got what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody gotta, you know what I mean, chill the hell out and cool down. Cool down and she said herself that everything is everything, and she is appreciative for the time that was spent in Chicago, and she still is a part of us. Nana nana boo boo. So, you know, Brother Will, you keep hate watching, because I know you're going to do it. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to keep hate watching, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna support the ladies the way that they supposed to be supported, and, you know, move on. But I wanted to talk about the press conference that they had. They had media day yesterday, and do I look forward to the season? Yes, I look forward to the season with the Chicago Sky, because I really want to see how they're going to turn out. I really want to see how the Chicago Sky going to look after they then did this so-called revamping, you know, this revamping thing. I want to see how they look. You got what I'm saying? I want to see how Camilla gonna be able to function without her sister being on court with her, and her sister then went to the other side. You know what I mean? And she's now considered the opposite teammate. You know, I did see where Camila Cardoso kind of was not happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if some of y'all peeped it, but when I looked at Camila Cardoso did not look happy, y'all. I mean, it was all over her face. I mean, those who know how to read people, we read the people in the building, and what I saw was, you know, unhappy Camilla. You know what I mean? Rightfully so, and she was a little jazzy with the press yesterday. She was a little spicy with the. She called the press yesterday, "You so nosy." You know what I'm saying? She told the press yesterday, I'm finna play all that for y'all. She told the press yesterday, "You so nosy." You know what I'm saying? Camilla been around Angel, so she got, you know what I'm saying, and Raven. So she got pizzazz and jazziness to herself, just like any black woman. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they held the press conference yesterday, and y'all tell me what y'all think after I play the presser. But Tyler Marsh, he don't have a fucking clue she wins. He didn't have a clue of what he came into. He had no clue, chat. I'm trying to tell y'all. Nephew did not, he only 37 years old. Nephew didn't have a clue of what the hell was going on and what they had plotted, planned to do. He had no idea that they was going to try to get rid of Angel. Y'all ain't going to tell me, because he came here, he said the reason that he took the job for him to coach Angel. He didn't say Camilla, he said and Camilla. He said Angel. Then he said Camilla. What's up? He a black man, she wins. Stop it. You so jealous. Don't be doing that. What's up, Loose Ball? What's happening? You got some problems over there, Loose Ball. You got some problems over there. Your people fighting, Loose Ball. Your people over there fighting. Loose Ball, I covered some stuff last night. Your people over there fighting. It's infighting going on. I had a good show last night. Y'all go check out the video. You know what I'm saying? I had the video last night. Y'all see the Pink Panther already. It's queued up. Y'all go check out the video last night. They got problems over there in the Clark land. They got problems over there in the Clark land, straight up. I did a live on it last night. Y'all go over there and check that video out. It's funny as hell. Y'all gonna enjoy that video. I had a good time laughing at that shit. Everybody had their popcorn out. It was a good time. It was a good time, y'all. Straight up. It really was. So this is the presser. We gonna hear Lion Ass Pink Panther. The Lion Ass Pink Panther is gonna be the first one up. So here you go.
Can you tell us a bit about like what went into that success, both like changes in your process that you made and also just like the pitch itself?
Yeah, after last season, Tyler and I had a lot to discuss, who we wanted to be, what our identity wanted to be. And we put a plan together of how we wanted to compete, type of people
you went slew.
We wanted to go after. And
you went Courtney Vandersloo.
The vision to, a lot of those free agents that I think you're referring to was, we want to adhere to a certain standard of competitiveness and have a championship mindset moving forwards no matter what. And we knew that earning the respect of a Skylar, of an Azrae, retaining players that were here was going to take some real sincerity and genuine plan from our end of who we wanted to be. And I think they listened. We had a lot of discussions with the players and their representatives in obviously a short period of time, but obviously if looking at our roster now, you
ain't not for the week,
more of a
athletic
baby group, shot creative group, more size, more versatility, than we've had over the last couple seasons. So
wasn't he the GM? Wait, check. Wasn't this mother sucker the GM over the last 2 years? He talking like this some brand new shit that he just got. Wait, check. Y'all gotta forgive me. He talking like this is brand new. He talking like he just got here. Wasn't he the GM for the last 2 years? I'm confused. This is what the Pink Panther does. I'm confused. Seriously. This man is a genius. Straight up. Good morning. Okay. This man is a genius. Straight up. Seriously. Because a man like this, who has been the GM for this team, who has destroyed 2 years of Angel Reese's rookie contract seasons and Camila Cardoso's contracted seasons, I'm confused on who the fuck was the GM. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to cuss this morning. But it gets me confused. I don't know. I'm confused about this right here. So let's move on. Let's see what Jeff P said. Because I'm so damn confused.
I was more or less, we're really going to go after being a very, very competitive group.
And you're still like relatively new to this profession. Who have you been learning from, like around the league or in other leagues?
Yeah, I spent a lot of years training NBA players, so I have a lot of relationships in that league, and I've made a lot of good relationships in this one as well. There's a lot of people here in this organization that I trust. A lot of it is, my relationship with Tyler and we're aligned on how we want to compete and who we want to be and what our identity wants to be. But a lot of it is, you know, I have built a lot of good relationships over the years with people in the basketball world and outside of it, and I trust them.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
Obviously, there was quite a long list of injuries of players who weren't able to go on the court last night.
Mm-hmm.
So can you give us a rundown of just when we should expect to see Courtney, Dejanay, Azare, et cetera?
Yeah, it looks like we had another starting lineup in the back of that bench last night. You know, with that said, we also have a number of great players that are going to hold it down until they're back. Everybody will be healthy. We're expecting everyone to make a full recovery. I'm not going to talk about a timeline because these players need to feel safe and confident when they return to play. But everybody's progressing. You know, we can go, you know, Vandersloot's back on a court, working out at full speeds, still rebuilding strength. You know, and an ACL rehab is a long process, but she looks great. And, you know, you don't have to light a fire.
ACL is a long process. Ain't that what Angel said? Chat. Ain't that what Angel said? Her coming back is not reality right away. Ain't that what Angel REESE said at the end of the year last year? And Courtney Vandersloot, of course, is not ready to go.
Under her, you know, she's had one probably since birth, you know, and you know, Azare is resuming full basketball activities, and she's, you know, hopefully a few weeks away. Again, you know, don't, you know, quote me on the timeline. Leave that to the professionals here, but you know, she's back, moving really well. We're hoping to see her sooner rather than later. And Carrington we've been in close communication with her doctors, and expecting full recovery there too.
And this is probably one of the hardest parts of your job in the next few days as you cut the roster down to 12. What are you looking for in those final players who are going to make the team?
Yeah, we just want to make sure we have a common thread with the players that we keep competitively. Look, we've added a certain type of player and athlete here, and there's still some great players clearly, you know, floating around out there that we have to take hard looks at, and we have to keep evaluating over the next few days of camp. But yeah, I mean, it's agonizing at this point because we've built a very strong roster with some players that are going to be healthy at some point, and there's some players here at camp that can really do damage. So we're looking forward to, you know, keeping them a few around. But yeah, it's a tough time.
Jim, toughness and grit is something that is synonymous with this current roster.
Mm-hmm.
When you and Tyler are kind of putting together these type of things, what goes into your evaluation process, kind of define what that grit and toughness looks like?
Yeah, we know that toughness and grit is a necessary component of winning. You need a skill set to go along with it. So, you know, you can find players that are going to run around and be physical, you know, and be very competitive, but to have a skill, you know, that goes along with it is critical in this league. The league's too competitive. So, you know, we went after players that we thought were going to fight at all times, that were going to impact winning. But yeah, we wanted to make sure that the team was much more competitive than it has been. And so those were our targets. You know, we added a number of them to go along with players that are still here that are competitive.
And I,
Jeff, you've obviously been very willing to trade future draft picks. I'm just curious what goes into the decision making and trying to determine the value of.
Listen, y'all, pay attention. The question is, listen, pay attention, y'all. The question is, he's known for trading draft picks. What is his procedure going to be for the future with the draft picks? Do we intend to build from the draft or continue on the shenanigans that he's been doing? Pay attention. Listen to what he's saying, y'all. Just pay attention.
Those future picks, you know, years out down the line.
Yeah, I mean, we always make sure that we keep a healthy amount of them available as well. You know, we We know that we need to keep them to use in the draft. We know that we need to keep them to use, to make moves. And we're going to stay aggressive. We're going to make sure we're making informed decisions. This one with JC Sheldon, she's a player that we see her, for the long term. She's a player under team control for the next couple of years. She fits exactly who we are and who we want to be.
So he talking about JC Sheldon. We have yet to see what JC Sheldon gonna do. I have confidence. I like JC Sheldon. I like JC Sheldon. Don't get me wrong. I do like JC Sheldon, and I believe she's a gritty player. She hard nosed. She's short. She about what, 5'8", 5'9", but she's slim. She not a big body like Raven. You got what I'm saying? So, the identity, I don't know. I mean, she does well with Caitlin Clark. She does deep. I mean, pretty much everybody can do. I mean, if you really play hard defense on Caitlin, you know what I'm saying? People can really do good because she's known for turning the ball over. But other than that, he mentioned JC Sheldon because, listen, chat, face it. And I'm going to let it roll. Do y'all realize on this team right now, y'all? What's up, Eagle? Good morning, man. Hey, Chicago Cheetah, what's up, brother? Good morning. Y'all realize on this team right now, we got the number 3 pick of 2024. We got the number 4 pick of 2024. And we got the number 5 pick of 2024. So we got 3, 4, and 5 on the same team. 3, 4, and 5. Y'all pay attention.
And again, these are conversations that, Tyler and I have, but, we will make moves if we think that, there's a player that's going to fit of who we're trying to be.
Go back to Brian. We'll go to Matt.
So Jeff, you and Tyler both have deep backgrounds in player development. Just curious when you look at players like Camilla and Ricky and some of your younger core, what are some things there that you guys have been working on specifically with them to get them to the next level?
Yeah, talking about Camila, there's not a lot of 6'7" athletes, in this league, and you can't rely on that forever, so we have to make sure, her weak hand is evolving, her go-to work around the rim is evolving, her face-up is evolving, her catch and shoots. We want everybody to be able to shoot the basketball, and she can shoot a ball, but, we have to keep building confidence in players like her to want to build those skill sets, and she works, and she wants.
Did y'all hear what he said? Let me. He knows that Camilla is not happy. Trust me. He knows the move, the shit that happened. He knows. So if free Camilla, if she not happy, free Camilla. If Camilla not happy, baby girl, if you're not happy, free Camilla. If you're not happy, baby girl, I know you're gonna look and see what TT Skylar gonna do. TT Skylar, let's see. But listen to what he said. Listen to what he said about Miller.
Her weak hand is evolving, her go-to.
That was a shot. That was a
stay
shot
aggressive. We're going to make sure we're making informed decisions. This one with JC Sheldon, she's a player that we see her, for the long term. She's a player under team control for the next couple of years. She fits exactly who we are and who we want to be. And again, these are conversations that, Tyler and I have, but, we will make moves if we think that, there's a player that's going to fit of who we're trying to be.
Jeff, you and Tyler both have deep backgrounds in player development. Just curious when you look at players like Camilla and Ricky and some of your younger core, what are some things there that you guys have been working on specifically with them to get them to the next level?
Yeah, talking about Camilla, there's not a lot of 6'7" athletes, in this league, and you can't rely on that forever, so we have to make sure, her weak hand is evolving, her go-to work around the rim is evolving. Her face up is evolving. Her catch and shoots. We want everybody to be able to shoot the basketball, and she can shoot a ball, but we have to keep building confidence in players like her to want to build those skill sets. And she works, and she wants to be great. And again, like, our player development reflects that every day in practice. And yeah, between Tyler and I, this is something that is who we are. And
y'all ain't worked with Camila Cardoso. You fired the girl that was supposed to be working with Miller. You fired the girl that was supposed to be working with Miller. And y'all ain't really had no aggressive person to really work with Camila Cardoso. Hell no. Angel, you ain't worked with Angel. Angel just got what she is. Let me tell y'all something, man. Listen, a lot of y'all pisses me off. That's watching. The hate watchers, I ain't talking to my chat, but I'm talking to y'all that's sneakily watching this. Y'all pissing me off because I told y'all, Camila, she could be a superstar. She can be one, but she has to want to be one. But I'm all right with her being a feasible big, a standard big that could get her 10 and 10. That could get her 10 and 10, 10 points, 10 rebounds. A standard big. I'm good with her, but they're not even trying to make Camila a standard big. They're not working with this baby the way that she's supposed to be worked with. You got a 6'7" big body girl. A 6'7" big body girl. She could move the room. She could move the room. But you're not developing her the way she needs to be pushed and developed. But Skylar gonna get it right. I believe that. I trust Skylar. I trust that, because Skylar says she's doing a whole lot of pick and rolls with her. And she has been with BG. She's been with last year she was with the year before NECA and all of the bigs over there at that time. And then of course Malunga came last year. So they went to the playoffs. So I believe that that fire that's in Skylar belly will continue on. Of course, everybody like, Miller, this and that for Angel and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Angel not there now. She's on the island. She don't really trust nobody. She don't know these people, no matter if their names are famous. She don't know who Skylar is. She don't know who Dejanay is. She don't know. She learning the Rikia because they came in the draft together. They played in college together, and she beat Rikia in with the Gamecocks against Tennessee. But she don't know these players. But that's why I said, Sister Keisha, good morning. That's why I said, Sister Keisha, she doing a disservice for herself when she signed the contract, went to China for the second year. She should have been in Unrivaled. I hope she go to Unrivaled this year, so that, this season, this off season, so that she could work on her goddamn game. Because these people is not going to develop her here. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm just saying I don't have confidence. I don't have confidence in this organization to develop Camila Cardoso to be a champion type of big. I don't have confidence right now. Do she have the nucleus around her? Yes. Yes. That's right. Not for the week. I feel like she being held hostage. I really feel like that. I'm just saying. If you're going to use Camila Cardoso, use Camila Cardoso the way she's supposed to be used. Okay, I heard you, Don. But the shit that you said, Don, that was at the wrong time, baby mama. That was you said the shit at the wrong time, and people, I know you meant well and whatever it was, and you're a hellified person and who you are, you don't have bad characteristic traits. You a standard, you already made that clear with the people. You just looking out for Miller, but that's not gonna help Miller. Miller is in a headspace right now. This girl, her bestie that she has a bond with has left the building. Her bestie, who she trusts because she knows all of the stuff that Angel has went through, now the criticism is now on Miller on this team. It ain't on Skylar Diggins because she done proved herself. It ain't Dejanay Carrington because we already know that Dejanay Carrington is a feisty, a fighter. She came from the bottom. Dejanay Carrington was a walk-on. She ain't, listen, listen, Dejanay Carrington built her own repertoire. We know it ain't Rickea Jackson. Rickea Jackson just coming up just like her, trying to find her way. Fell out with the people over there in LA, came to Chicago to rejuvenate herself, to make a revamping. It ain't fucking Azurey Stevens. I'm sorry. Azurey Stevens is who she is. Azurey Stevens can help her, but Azurey Stevens ain't no big burly body. She's a shot blocker. Azurey has got better on her defense. With the unrivaled thing, last year was her best year that she ever had in her career. Last year with the Sparks. So, that's why she so-called got the $1 million. But Camilla, I'm so confused, chat. I'm so confused. I'm trying to get through this. I'm being emotional about it. But Camilla Cardoso, if you don't feel like you're safe and you don't feel like they want you, because they don't, he probably don't, because Teaspoon picked you. I'm not trying to get in your head or nothing like that, baby girl. But man, listen, no matter what is going on, you don't go out there and look like a bum, because at the end of it, you are, as an athlete, you will hurt the most from it. Yeah. I agree with that. But some people handle things differently. Some people handle things differently. Everybody not going to handle that shit the same. Angel handled her shit with grace. Once again, Camilla Cardoso is Camilla Cardoso. Angel Reese is Angel Reese. How Angel handled it, yes, everybody should be following suit, but that shit ain't happen like that. Life is life. Life is life. You know what I mean? I wish some of my little cousins could have followed my example, but they didn't. Some of them did. Some of them didn't. Some of them did the other thing. Only thing you could do is be an example of good. So let's go on into this, man. I'm really tired of this dude.
We want to continue to show these vets and the young players that they're going to get better being in Chicago. And Rickea too, obviously, like, extremely versatile. There's not a lot of players with her positional size in the league, and she can do a little bit of everything, but it can all improve as well. And she's been hungry to improve every single day.
Over here. With this almost completely overhauled roster, what are your expectations for this team this season?
Yeah, we have high expectations. We have a group of people that won't accept anything but keeping championship standards here at this point. And we're gonna have no problems being very bold in who we want to be. We want to compete with and beat the best teams in the league, and we expect that out of the players every day.
Hey, Jeff, speaking of injuries, with the players that were out last night and over the years, some core players and star talent has had to endure periods of injury. Just curious, have you, during this offseason, met with the medical team to talk about how to try to mitigate injuries as possible, just so that the core players in particular can remain healthy?
Yeah, good question. We have overhauled and restructured our medical staff. We believe it's one of the top groups in the league right now, and these are daily conversations that we're having. It's really tough. It's a physical league. Anything can happen at any time, but I mean, it's hard to play without your best players healthy, but it's part of the game. And so we have to be prepared. And a lot of that goes into roster construction of making sure that we have reinforcements ready. But yeah, we have people that we really depend on that are very valuable to us now in the medical department.
Jeff, kind of from a broader perspective, obviously the CBA made a lot of changes to how salary cap was going to go, and just generally there's the Epic deal now. There's developmental players. Like, I'm curious if there was any notable change that you saw in the CBA, and if it affected in any way you during the offseason and how you decided to build the team.
Yeah, when we scout, there's always players that catch our eye, and as far as the developmental positions go now, I mean, it's incredible to have players that are going to be able to understand your actions and your system and your identity of who you are. Because in the past, when, you get under a certain number and you're going after a player, due to the salary structure or due to availability of players, depending on that time of the year, it can be difficult to land players that can really help, and right now, we'll add 2 players at some point to the developmental roster, and we'll have them under our care and knowing everything about who we are and what we're doing. And so that alone is going to be very helpful, and we can help, obviously, in the name to develop them, and we're going to find players that we think have a lot of room to grow as well.
We have 4 more questions. We're going to give it to Nancy, then Chris, and we'll go back to Jack.
And Jeff, I have 2. First of all, do you have an update on when the practice facility is going to be ready? And then in terms of Skylar, when you were looking at her, recruiting her, how much of it was basketball? How much of it was leadership?
Okay, practice facility, late spring, early summer. It's going to be the answer. We will be in there this year. It's coming along, and everybody's excited.
See y'all, man, listen, this was media day yesterday. Do y'all see this shit, man? I'm glad that I'm y'all brother. And y'all be getting the truth from me. They got to do some hellified work. They got to be on it. I'm going to go past that this week to see, you know what I'm saying? To show y'all, what the progress look like. Because y'all know I'm going to do that. But y'all see how that quick that came. Jeff Pagliosha can be so broken down because he's so much of a snake on a plane. It's like you can't give this guy benefit of the doubt. You got to always stay on the toes with him, Nadir Rollinson, and Michael Alter, the sneaky thief. You got what I'm saying? The sneaky thief, allegedly. The sneaky thief. I ain't say it, Check. I ain't say it, Check. I ain't say it. Steve Rogers said that. I ain't call him no sneaky thief. I'm saying allegedly. I'm just saying Steve Rogers said Michael Alter be like, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1, 2 for you, 1, 2 for me, 3 for you, 1, 2, 3 for me, 4 for you, 1, 2, 3, 4 for me. I'm just saying, Chat. I ain't say it. I'm just saying that's what he in court for. That's what they said. I ain't say it. I'm just telling y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sister Felicia, you on one anyway. You want somebody, anything. They got to play defense, Sister Felicia. Cut it out. No, she tried to hurt Angel. Yeah, they going to battle. And she ain't trying to really hurt her, but she trying to play a physical because Angel is a physical being. Angel is going to hurt somebody. Angel, you saw what Asia said. Asia say, no, I don't want to stay. I got to guard Angel. Oh, no, because she a physical player. They got to come ready. Angel ain't playing with these girls. You want them not to play her? Angel ain't playing with them. Angel gonna be physical. Angel gonna tack their ass up. She was Shaquille. Listen, Sister Felicia, stop it. Shaquille O'Neal is her mentor. Do you know how many people Shaquille O'Neal tapped up? And he say it on film. He did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. He tapped them up on purpose. So she getting trained by the best. I don't know. It might have been, I don't know, Sister Felicia, but I know you be on it though. I don't doubt you. You know, I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't doubt you, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? I know you be on your shit. You just ain't making nothing up. I'm just saying I didn't see it. You know what I mean? So y'all heard what Jeff Pagliosha said about the facility, right? Y'all see the facility? Chicago Sky facility. Ain't nothing doing. This is me going all the way around to let y'all see for yourself what the hell is going on. Y'all see that? This ain't because it's Angel Eyes. This is because they got a banana in the tailpipe talking about it was gonna be finished by late spring. Hell to the now, to the now. So I wanted y'all to see, still in the same way. Wanted y'all to see what's going on and what's happening. So if they finish by what they said, they working on schedule. If they finish, you know what I'm saying? If they finish, then God bless them. But I don't think that's going to be finished.
As far as Skylar goes, was it a leadership question, basketball question?
How much of it, you know, when you were looking at that, obviously she's got strengths as a basketball player, she's got strengths as a leader. So like, what kind of balance were you looking, or how important was that balance that she's got for you?
Yeah, I think that the balance is why she is who she is and why she's been so successful. I mean, we are looking for another vocal leader to go along with a lot of the vets that are here. And she's still got a ton in the tank, you know, so she can still do a lot of damage. She's been great at camp. She was great in our first preseason game. And, you know, we want competitors. You know, she fits the fabric of who we're trying to be. So we want the basketball. We want the leadership. We want her voice. You know, we want Skylar Diggins to come here and be Skylar Diggins.
Hey, Jeff. This is the third year in a row where I know there's a couple players that are still here with a small core, but probably third year in a row where a lot of starters, a lot of bench, there's a lot of turnover, kind of overhaul from year to year. What gives you confidence that this year is going to be different than the last couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the roster has been different to your point each year. You know, we went and added some players that are very competitive and very good at what they do. We trust who we are. We trust our staff. We trust our ownership, and we trust the core that's been here and is stuck around. And we understand that we need it to get better, you know, and again, we have high aspirations and high expectations, and we know who we are, we know who we're trying to be, and we'll have to wait and see. But we have a lot of players here that I don't think are going to accept failure this time around.
I apologize if this pronunciation isn't correct, but Acha Sivska, just do you have an update on her, when she might come over, just kind of what you're expecting from her this season?
Yeah, we've still been in touch with Sivka and her representation. No update there yet.
Jeff, do you think it's fair to say that, like, as long as you're the GM here, you guys will not take the approach that some like teams that have lost a bunch of games over the last few years, where you kind of like hoard draft capital?
Listen, pay attention, chat.
And kind of build through the draft. Like, do you think it's fair to say that that will not happen here?
I think that's fair to say that will probably not happen here. We will absolutely always look at the draft. We've obviously drafted players that are still here, that we love. And we got another one this year with Gabriela Hawkes. So we will use those picks. We will draft. But if we find somebody that we agree on that can help our team now and for the future, we're going to use the picks to go get them.
Thanks, everyone. Tyler will be next.
Thank you, guys.
Go Scott.
Y'all see that he said he gonna do the same shit over and over again. Jeff Pagliosha need to go. Fire Jeff P. I'm gonna stand strong on that. Jeff Pagliosha, I don't care. These picks was Angel picks, y'all. These picks wasn't his pick. Of course, Tyler Marsh, man, these picks, of course. But he like one of them people, he can't, if he knew to do this, he would have done it last year. And he gonna make an excuse, well, the CBA and a lot of the players, everybody was free agents this year, and this was the year, they was waiting for, he had to get the scraps and use the money that was acquired, you know what I'm saying? He had to get garbage collectors for the team. No, the fuck you did. No, you did. No, you didn't. You could have did better in what you brought here last year, Jeff Pagliosha. You could have did better on what you put around Angel, a rookie season. You could have did better. And I understand when you came to the job that James Wade had messed up. Chat, I do not negate that James Wade messed up a lot of shit for Chicago. Fucked up our draft history, everything. I'm not saying that Jeff Pagliosha didn't make moves or whatever. That's how Angel and Camilla, he got Angel and Camilla in the same draft. Damn. You got what I'm saying? So trust me, those were big time moves that Teaspoon set us up with. But he fumbled the bag, y'all.
They can see that there's a vision here, that we're executing the vision and the plan that we have for this organization, and that we're a growing organization, that we're trying to steer it in a positive direction across the board. And so I want them to know that the people that we have here in the building and the progress that we've made to make the accommodations necessary for our players first and foremost, but also to uplift the standards that we hold ourselves to, and that this league demands that we are. And so, I want that to kind of be the talk about our organization, and that's off the court. And then on the court, I want the product to represent what this city embodies. And if we can do that the year that we have All-Star here, I think that we're in good shape.
And then with Gabby in particular,
Gabs.
Is that what we're going with? Okay, Gabs. Is what do you really want to see out of her, considering she's going to have to be taking on a lot of playing time in these first couple months? What do you want her to learn? What do you want her to get better at? All of that.
Yeah, first and foremost, she's got a great group of veteran leadership around her that she can learn from across the board. And so I say this every year, the time frame that these rookies have to adjust to the league in a lot of ways isn't fair to them. But we have a roster in place to where she can learn while she continues to find herself in this league. We give her the grace to do so, and she can learn a ton from everywhere. But the best part about Gabriela so far is that she's been an open book in terms of kind of learning the league and understanding the pace of the game, and feeding off of the veteran pieces that she has around her. And so she's been great thus far.
Hey, Coach. What kind of growth have you seen from Jeff in how he approaches roster construction, like landing free agents?
Pay attention, check this out.
I think that from that standpoint, Jeff is really good at his job. I think that for me, the growth is, I guess it's less of growth for me and more of what I see on the daily, and that is his ability to tune out the negative and to fight through adversity, to continue to be there for players, and he keeps that at the forefront. And I think that the players really feed off of that in terms of letting him know how they feel about him, and that's how he operates, and that keeps him uplifted and motivated to continue to do things the way that he sees fit for this organization, knowing that he has the trust and belief in the players underneath him. And so,
Tyler Marsh, Tyler. nephew, I try to help you, Tyler. Tyler. Tyler, I try to help you, nephew. I do. I really try to help you, nephew. Don't. When you do this type of stuff, Tyler, people feel and know that you bullshitting them. And you can't bullshit the people. Now, if you feel that Jeff Pagliosha really care about the players, this shit wouldn't have happened with Angel. He would have stood. He said that he didn't suspend Angel. Michael Alter suspended Angel. Okay, that's what he said. That's what Jeff Pagliosha said, that Michael Alter, it came from the top. He said the very top that the suspension came from. That's Michael Alter. Why didn't Jeff Pagliosha say, Mike, we can't do that, Mike? You know, you could do what you want. This is your organization, boss. But I don't think that you should suspend Angel for even a half a game. I think that this needs to be a conversation that we need. But Jeff Pagliosha didn't want Angel, so he didn't give a shit. He didn't give a shit what came down. He didn't care about what came down for Michael Alter. Michael Alter suspended Angel Reese. I want y'all to have that in mind. Through Nadia Rollinson, of course, the chain of command, that happened. Tyler, you got to stop bullshit. Don't do that, man. Just talk your shit and be cool. Just talk your, you know what I'm saying? Talk your coach shit and be the fuck cool, bro. Because you know that this dude then through a month, listen, if he cared about the players, Camilla and Angel would have been well developed under 2 years. But he fired Teaspoon in the midst of their development. He got you in your rookie year. Last year was not a real good year. Of course, it wasn't a good year. You barely won 10 games. And the development of the players was not there. So stop it.
So, and the staff. And so it's been a great working relationship with him thus far.
Coach, when you have such massive roster overhaul, how do you kind of navigate the inevitable growing pains of just getting everybody on the same page quickly?
Yeah, it's part of the nature of the league and of this offseason. It's not something that's unique to us. I think that for us, it's one, understanding the common goal that we have for this organization and getting everyone aligned from that standpoint. And I told the team last night after the game, I think one of my favorite things about how we've constructed this roster is in a lot of ways it's comprised of players and staff to some degree of people that have felt counted out or have been counted out. And we want to use that as motivation moving forward to know that we all got stuff left in the tank and that we're ready to prove that. We're using that as kind of a common theme and goal to commit to one another and to commit to what our goal is. And for us, we kind of derive everything from that. And so we're looking forward to this season. We're looking forward to getting players healthy. We're looking forward to blending our younger pieces with our veteran presence and leadership. And it's been a great training camp thus far. We're looking forward to getting into the season.
Coach, you and Jeff seem to have a shared blueprint in how you guys see this roster evolving. Was there a specific non-negotiable trait that you wanted in players that were added to the mix?
Listen, he asked them, was it a specific trait that he went in to go get these players? What trait that he was looking for in the players that he just got? What specific trait was he looking for, him and Jeff Pagliosha looking for, of bringing these players over here? Just listen.
passion and competition.
What's up, Van? Good morning, my brother.
We obviously wanted good people. That's always going to be the fabric of who we are. But from a basketball standpoint, we wanted those players that exuded toughness. And we think we did a really good job in assembling that. From a schematic standpoint, it was figuring out how to put those pieces together. But first and foremost, we wanted to have the kind of the core values aligned, and then we take care of the basketball after that.
Hey, Coach. Camilla is coming off a very superb season last season.
Look at what he said about Camilla versus what Jeff Pagliosha said about Camilla. Just listen.
And I'm just wondering what your expectations are for her this year, given the makeup of the roster and how there's more burden being placed on her shoulders in terms of controlling the paint.
With Camilla, it's there's still a lot of growth that has been had, and there's still a lot of growth to be had. And so for us, it's continuing to instill the mindset in her that she doesn't need to take a back seat to anybody. She can be one of the elite bigs in this league. She shows glimpses, throughout the last couple of seasons of that. We continue to instill belief and faith and trust in her and who we know she is and can be. And it's a matter of reinforcing that and putting her in positions to where she can believe that on a daily basis. And so it's a combination and responsibility of Camilla. It's a responsibility of us as a staff to do our part in that. And then it's a responsibility of her teammates to help elevate that level as well. And so we all know who we have in that number 10 jersey. And, the more that she feels comfortable understanding who she is in this league, I think the sky's the limit for her.
Free Camilla Cardoso, y'all. It ain't that I don't want Camilla here. I want Camilla here. I don't know what to tell y'all. This baby is in trouble if they... Listen, I understand y'all don't want no excuses for Camilla. Camilla got to figure it out for herself because she a grown woman. Sure, I get that. I'm with that. But they haven't taken time to develop this girl either. Yes, the initial part is on Camilla Cardoso. She has to play basketball. She has to be aggressive. She has to be who she's supposed to be, 6'7". I get all of that. But once again, she's on an uphill battle. And these people, I don't know if they got the withdrawal to have Camilla Cardoso up the park. But I believe in Skylar, baby niece. I believe in you. I believe in Skylar. I trust you. You said she gonna be up the park. I trust you. I trust Skylar. Skylar, I trust you. I don't trust them, but I trust you. Okay? You have a name for yourself. I trust you, Skylar, not to be, to bring what it is and what you've always brought, and to be that fire starter in every player. I believe that, Camilla need a player like you to burn a fire, because Angel was that. And yes, a lot of people say a player shouldn't need somebody to tell them to play basketball every night. Some people do. It's just, it is what it is. I got to tell my fucking kids to clean up every fucking day. Every day. And go off. They know me and they mama gonna go off. I have to cuss, fuss every day. Every day. They just don't have the will to clean up. So every day I got to drill them. Every day. And she just 23. She'll be 24 this year. Her and Angel Young. Some people get it. Some of my children get it. Super clean as a pen. Them last two, that's just the way it is. I ain't making no excuses shit. I just have to drill their ass every day. And that's just the type of ones that they are. They not like the older ones. The older ones knew that I was crazy. What's up, Tish Money? Skylar said she was gonna do it. I don't think Skylar no liar. She from the crib. She from here. So Skylar said she was gonna do it. So I'm gonna see what Skylar do. I mean, I can't call Skylar. I'm not gonna call nobody no liar. I'm just saying, I'm just not gonna do that. I ain't God, so I don't know what nobody got in their head or really their intent. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna be side-eyeing and watching. That's the only thing I could do.
Coach, two questions. First, last year the team was also expected to be competitive or wanted to be competitive, and obviously we saw what happened, and that wasn't necessarily the case. Like, what have you seen so far that makes this different, or that you've seen that will show that this is going to be a different situation?
Well, I think the combination of players who remain here that were here last year, there's obviously a renewed feeling coming into this year of just having a bad taste in their mouth of how last season went and ended. And so we don't want to feel that again. We know obviously how important winning is, but then you add the pieces that we've added of certified winners and people who exhibit that toughness that I spoke about earlier. There's a marriage there that we want to see how it kind of materializes, and we think that we're going in the right direction from that standpoint. And so, yeah, we're excited about that.
Secondly, in a different perspective, but Coach Stephanie White of the Fever said last week that she had a lot of conversations about the officiating in the offseason and how she's hopeful that it's going to be better because there's been a lot of movement there. Like, how much do you know about the improvements that the WNBA is trying to make with officiating, and what do you expect this year?
Trying to get me fined early this year. From my perspective, it is just all about accountability. I think that we don't expect the referees to get it right 100% of the time. The coaches don't get it right 100% of the time. Players don't get it right 100% of the time. That's an unrealistic expectation. I do believe, though, that the players and the coaches have a level of accountability that they have to answer to, that we have to answer to regularly. And so we just want that transparency from both sides. And we'll leave it at that.
Tyler, last year, there's obviously a lot of lessons you learned as a first-year head coach with also new roster, but what gives you confidence that you, in your second year, will see improvements as a head coach?
One, I'm a constant learner. I learn from my mistakes. I learn from my experiences. I learn from my mentors. I learn from other coaches in the league. I learn from our players. So for me, I think that I'm not adverse to adversity, and I'm well equipped to overcome that. I have a strong circle around me that keeps me lifted. I know that my players trust and believe in me, and that's enough to keep me going into this second year. I'm not sure. I'm not the longest tenured coach in this league, but I do know that I've been in so many different positions around.
Y'all pay attention what he say. He know that he about to get fired. He knows it. If this shit don't go right, he knows it. Listen to what he says. Pay attention. Watch what Tyler say.
Basketball in so many different leagues. I've experienced success across the board. And so I know I belong in this position. I'm excited for it. I'm excited about the staff that we put together. I have the utmost belief in them. I'm extremely excited about our roster and what we're capable of doing. And so this is a new year, and we're looking forward to that.
Hey, Tyler. The league implemented the 2 player development slots this year. I'm just curious How excited are you for that, and how do you think it can benefit the team?
I think it's needed first and foremost. The added spots are it's added opportunity for players, capable players, of being in this league, but it also helps the organization and the coaching staff from the standpoint of having players who kind of have been around the system for however long they have been, and kind of being able to be in a plug and play type of situation. And so it's good for opportunity. It's good for cohesion to not just have to pull someone, kind of off the couch and bring them in, and hopefully they can grasp everything that you've been going through over the last however long. And so it's good to have those players that are around and in practice every day, to understand schemes, to understand terminology and things of that nature. And so it's definitely an added benefit for this league.
Does it change at all? I don't know how you approach the offseason or even training camp, and which players you want to keep around.
Sure, I think so. Yeah, it does. You want to have players that first and foremost can compete for your main roster, and then you look to see what would be good fits for your developmental roster, and who you can see kind of moving forward into the future with. And it's unfortunate that there's some players that won't make those roster spots, those development roster spots that are very well capable as well. And so the way we approached training camp this year is we wanted it to be as competitive as possible, understanding the injuries that we had and who would be available and who wouldn't. And I think we did a really good job of that.
Hey, so yesterday we were talking about that you didn't want to add preseason games just because players play so many games in the off season, et cetera. But I guess, do you also maybe want to get to a point where players don't have to play as much off season games so that there can be more W games?
Yeah, that would. I think that would be a perfect world. But at the same time, you also want players to be able to have as many ways to provide for their families as possible. So you understand the financial implications that it has on some rather than others. But I think that for the most part, everyone has the common goal and understanding of preserving and keeping players' bodies healthy. And so whatever allows us to be able to do that, because they're ultimately the product that's on the floor. And so we want to make sure that stays at the forefront.
Hi, Tyler. Obviously, this offseason, there's a lot of changes and a lot of new faces. What excites you most about this roster heading into this season?
If this man don't get this shit right, one, we going to go through, I'm talking to my Chicago Sky fans, we going to go through another blow up. If he don't get this shit right, and we going to be in the same position that James Wade left the organization, full of holes in the ship. It's going to be the same way.
The energy, the compete level, the toughness, the willingness to have hard conversations for the better good of the team and the organization. The roster that we've put together is coming into a situation where we've raised the standards of who we feel we should be as an organization, and we're holding each other to that. And so that makes me excited, because whether I'm sitting in this position or not, it means that this league is continuing to elevate. It means that the Chicago Sky is going to continue to elevate, and Sky basketball is going to go on way longer than I'm going to be the head coach here. And so it's.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
Situation where we've raised the standards of who we feel we should be as an organization, and we're holding each other to that. And so that makes me excited, because whether I'm sitting in this position or not, it means that this league is continuing to elevate.
Whether he's sitting in that chair or not, Tyler is over y'all. Hey, y'all. If you like to donate to the channel, I got to say it because they didn't just text me. If you like to donate to the channel, please donate to the channel, give to the channel, man. A super chat, a super sticker. I read your questions off, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm thankful. We gonna get more Tyler Marsh after these messages.
Hood soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my
It means that the Chicago Sky is going to continue to elevate, and Sky basketball is going to go on way longer than I'm going to be the head coach here. And so it's we want to make sure that we continue to have it in an upwards trajectory, and that it continues to elevate and get better. And you know, it's that kind of like that old saying: you want to leave it better than you found it. And so we want to continue to add upon the value of what this organization is, what this city and this community deserves. And what these players have earned and worked hard for.
Thank you. Last question from Brian, please.
Coach, what is Skylar's presence in the locker room done to kind of like impact the culture you're looking to build here in year 2?
It's been 2 weeks, and I can't put it into words. The magnitude of what her presence has been thus far. You feel it as soon as she walks into the gym. There's an accountability. There's a level of focus that she demands that's contagious to the rest of the group, and I think that they feed off of that, and that's what we want. That's what we wanted when we brought her in. We told her that you don't have to feel any pressure, and I told Skylar in one of our one-on-ones that like my favorite thing about her thus far is that when she talks about this league, when she talks about Sloot, when she talks about other legends in this game that are currently playing or past players, she doesn't talk about herself like she isn't who she is. And sometimes we got to remind you that you're Skylar Diggins too. You know what I mean? And so we want to let her know who she means to us, and what she means to us, and what we believe she can still do. She's got a lot left in the tank, and we're going to try to push her to the max with that.
Thanks, everyone. Skylar and Reggie.
He knows that his ass is grass. He say Sky gonna be here after he gone. But he just want to leave it the way, you know what I mean, better than what it was. He knows. He knows. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he knows. I'm just saying. As we always do, hey, shout out to my baby girl. She's so fine, not for the weak, always being present over here, you know what I'm saying, with the shenanigans with the other sisters, participating and supporting her brother's show. Hey, not for the weak has become a member and a bread maker officially. And listen, it's always nifty, just like I'm in here doing what I'm doing because I'm 50 bars. Y'all already know. Listen, y'all. Listen, I appreciate everybody that come to the table, but I gotta celebrate my members.
We got that rap van rolling on them dubs. You can catch us later while we ballin' in the club. We them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers. Shots me in the club, spinning them ends, smelling like ginger man oil in my bins. Drop top down and I'm rolling 2 friends. Bread making everywhere, starting new trends. Look at baby girl, she looks so good. She say she want a hustler, represent the hood. Knots in my pocket make these say ugh. You can't can't touch me even if you dream that you could. I'm so fresh, yes, I'm fly. I got that money, yeah, man, I'm the guy. Shutting me down, no, use a lie. Ginger man, top bread, liquor in the shy. We got the rap van, rolling on them dubs. You can catch us later while we ballin' in the club. Yeah, we them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers.
Yo, shout out to my baby girl. Thank you for believing in me, being part of my life, and I appreciate you so much. What's up, Rick? What's going on, baby? Hey, I appreciate y'all, man, being a part of my life, man. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, y'all. Straight up. Really, really, really am grateful. You know, I just want to be the person that want to give y'all what y'all deserve. And that's a show. Here we go, y'all. Here we go, chat. Oh, shucky. What's up, Revenue Team? What's up, man?
Hey, everybody. No, we woke up like this, actually.
Hey, my baby, ADP in the house.
No,
Oh,
this
yeah,
time you
get
gotta
the popcorn,
a little bit
chat.
harder.
Get the popcorn. Get the popcorn, chat.
The team. I know.
We'll go to Chris in the second row.
Everybody can't have green eyes like Rachel. All right.
Oh.
What's up?
Hey guys, I asked Azra this on draft night just because I know you're both vets in this league, but what was it like when you're going through the negotiation process, kind of seeing the improvements in contracts and player payment and all the stuff with the news?
Okay, go get your popcorn. Cause this Skylar mother sucking, listen, Diggins. This is Skylar mother sucking Diggins. What's going on, Mo3? Get your popcorn. Go get your popcorn this morning or your pancakes. Get your pancakes, get your flapjacks, and you know, put a lot of syrup and a lot of butter on it. And come on, let's eat this up.
CBA, just kind of negotiating in your own ways.
You said, how do we feel about it?
Yeah, what was that like in the negotiating process?
It was a lot. I mean, it's cool looking back on it, but it was a process. Like, there was a lot of really long days, long meetings. It wasn't like just easy agreements between the players and staff. I mean, there was a lot going on between us and the league and within ourselves. Like, we just had to really figure out how we were going to get there, and we had to push through. And it kept dragging out, and we're like, we're not going to back down, because we know what we deserve. So it's really cool to see that it really came together.
Yeah, like Rach said, on top of that, it was just dope to be a part of, especially as women of color, and the representation as a mother, as a girl mom, a boy mom too, but, having a 3-year-old daughter of, if she wants to play in the W one day, the goal is to sustain it, for her and her generation as well. And so it felt like it was very, revolutionary. How we were coming together, and everybody has different wants and needs. And so for us to find something that unanimously all the players agreed to, I thought it was important. So shout out to the executive committee. We got E. Willie on here, and, she was a big part of that as well. So shout out to everybody involved in that.
Hey, for Rachel, you've played with Skylar now at Unrivaled and here. Can you tell us something about her that we don't know?
Oh, man.
I'm sure she could.
I should have brought my phone so I could read some of your quotes.
I know. I'm glad you did.
I don't know. Like, Skylar, I feel like she's very honest in who she is. She's exactly who she represents herself to be. Like, she's fiery. She's intense. She's a competitor. She's a leader. Like, I feel like you guys see that, and that's exactly who she is. But I think something you don't know is, like, she's funny. Like, Skylar is, like, she's goofy. Like, it's fun. We giggle about stuff, and we talk about crazy stuff together. Yes, so it's really fun. And she also has the best quotes. Like, I've been writing down the quotes since Unrivaled. So I'm going to, like, publish a book of Skylar Diggins quotes.
Oh, my gosh.
Some are very motivational, and I'm like, yeah. And some are just funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Never know what I'm
the
going to say.
stuff
the
that
next
she
minute.
comes up with is just like a classic.
If I die before her, throw the phone in. That's what I think. No, it's been cool to share the floor with Rachel. She's one of the reasons why I'm here. We had conversations about that, and obviously spent a lot of time in Miami getting to know one another. When the team is so small, you work such in tight quarters together. And so You know, glad that I don't have to guard her this year and shadow her this year on the 3-point line, but learned a lot about her game while we were able to spend some time together. And likewise about, you know, with her, I think when you work that intimately, you know, she's been around my children. She's seen me in that space. And so a lot of times, yes, I am who I am, what you see there. But I think just sharing, you know, some of the stuff we've been able to share, just working so closely together, definitely helped me know a little bit about her and hopefully likewise her with me.
This was for you, Sky. You mentioned coming here. It was kind of a bit of a leap of faith for you. Just wanted to get your thoughts just on how you've seen the management's vision of the team kind of coming true so far.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously I only been here a week, you know, a week of practice, but yeah, so far everything that was told to me is moving parts towards that. And so, you know, it's great seeing everybody here today in person, and us, you start to see it when you physically see people. But it's been great to be in practice. It's been great to be around the team. You know, you spend a lot of that time trying to come together, and really it's no pressure on me to personally to be anybody else or be like anybody else. I think that what I do and what I bring to the table just sort of fits with this group. And so just want to continue to get that. I always say in perpetuity, you know, having more time. You don't really get that in the WNBA. You take those rookies and say, go girl, like 2 weeks after their season. But, you know, we have such a young group. And so I think my role in this team, you know, a lot of questions asked toward me, a lot of eyes looking, but I also get to bounce ideas off vets like Rachel and Azare and Sluty, what they see and what they think, and listen to young players and see them develop like Camilla and Kia. And so it's been awesome for me so far. You know, we understand it's the honeymoon phase still. When we start the games, I might be a little more intense up here.
Y'all listen. Skylar Diggins, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Skylar Diggins is who the fuck she is. Skylar Diggins is who she is. Straight up. She not gonna play with these people, man. Scott, y'all, listen. Don't think that she trying to warn y'all. Don't think she going for the banana in the tailpipe. She from right here. She's from here. She know what it is. She know who be capping. You know how they get down in the Midwest? Listen, don't take that for granted. She knows. She knows exactly what's going on. Trust me. She knows exactly what's going on. So don't be fooled. Hey, don't be fooled by that. Don't be fooled by that. Trust me. She giving them the calm before the storm. She telling them. She telling them what's happening. She already telling them what's up.
And really, it's no pressure on me to personally to be anybody else or be like anybody else. I think that what I do and what I bring to the table just sort of fits with this group. And so just want to continue to get that. I always say in perpetuity, you know, having more time. You don't really get that in the WNBA. You take those rookies and say, go girl, like 2 weeks after their season. But, you know, we have such a young group. And so I think my role in this team, you know, a lot of questions asked toward me, a lot of eyes looking, but I also get to bounce ideas off vets like Rachel and Azare and Sluty, what they see and what they think, and listen to young players and see them develop like Camilla and Kia. And so it's been awesome for me so far. You know, we understand it's the honeymoon phase still. When we start the games, I might be a little more intense up here. But for right now, it's feel good. And, you know, we're all looking forward to continue to take steps towards that vision. And so far, I've had nothing but the utmost support and felt the support of the organization.
We'll go to Nancy in the second row on the right.
Skylar.
I already took care of her, brother. Skylar Ranch.
When you look back at having your kids, how much has it changed for players, you know, whether it's in the W or just in women's sports in general, and how much more support do you have now than say when you were pregnant the first time?
Yeah, I mean, when I was pregnant the first time, the CBA for the W didn't look any different from the NBA as far as childbearing people. And so a lot of people before that, even experiences with friends and people that I've known in the W before who had children, if you got pregnant during that time, you really didn't say anything. You got half your money. It was no parameters on maternity leave or even options for family planning.
They got half of their money. They got, y'all not hearing her. Pay attention. What's this girl been through?
But I also get to bounce ideas off vets like Rachel and Azare and Sluty, what they see and what they think, and listen to young players and see them develop like Camilla and Kia. And so it's been awesome for me so far. We understand it's the honeymoon phase still. When we start the games, I might be a little more intense up here. But for right now, it's feel good. And, we're all looking forward to continue to take steps towards that vision. And so far, I've had nothing but the utmost support and felt the support of the organization.
We'll go to Nancy in the second row on the right.
Skylar, over here. When you look back at having your kids, how much has it changed for players, whether it's in the W or just in women's sports in general, and how much more support do you have now than say when you were pregnant the first time?
Yeah, I mean, when I was pregnant the first time, the CBA for the W didn't look any different from the NBA as far as childbearing people. And so a lot of people before that, even experiences with friends and people that I've known in the W before who had children, if you got pregnant during that time, you really didn't say anything. You got half your money. It was no parameters on maternity leave or even options for family planning like we have now. And so it's amazing to see the evolution. And still being one of only 3 players to come back from multiple pregnancies in this league. I talk about it. I have a podcast, shamelessly going to plug it in, and Mom, where we talk to athletes and women about how they navigated motherhood in these spaces, peak maternity age and peak athletic ability for our sport is around the same age if you think about it. And so, it's a blessing to be able to be here today. And obviously the support of my family, the support of my children, just being extremely adaptable. And they come on all the road trips with me. And so it's amazing to go through this journey of motherhood. It's tough. And after my daughter, I definitely had to, reconsider if I wanted to still play or not. And so a lot of encouragement from women in the league, women outside the league, women that have done it before that I talked to, De'Erica Hamby, Taj McWilliam Franklin is the other one who's done it.
No, MSL, she just had a baby 3 years ago. So she didn't have several. Her baby is 3. So you know that. That's what was the biggest conspiracy over in Phoenix. Yeah, her baby only 3. This girl done been through a whole lot. She had to play. Did you know she was playing the whole season almost with being pregnant because they weren't gonna pay her money because she got pregnant? So I'm all the way off of what happened to Skylar. Skylar got a story too. Angel ain't got the only story. Skylar got the story that was super bad. Skylar got the story. I mean, they locked her out the gym. They told her she couldn't come back. No, 3 years ago. 3, not 7. Her baby is 3. She had the older one is 7. The new baby is 3. So I just wanted you to be correct on that. I don't want you to be heartless on that. I want you to be correct on that. She has gotten done. Listen, we're gonna be real fair across the board. This lady was pregnant and had to get on the court. This lady was pregnant and had to get on the court like De'Erica Hamby. But Skylar was the first to really go through this. And they did not show her no love, did not pay her. She got half of her money and had to play while she was pregnant. Three years ago. This happened on the Mercury. That's right. She could have lost her baby, and she almost lost her baby. She had to go to the hospital. Is that right, ADP? They had to put Skylar Diggins. She went to the hospital, y'all. Getting bumped around and playing because she had to make her goddamn money. Because she wanted to feed her family. So I'm all the way off of Skylar Diggins and the work that she put in, all of that stuff. I'm with Skylar. I ain't got shit to say. Skylar helped build this goddamn, this way it is. Angel came and Caitlin Clark came and put the icing on the cake. But I'm all the way, no, Skylar Diggins is not even to be touched. Really, she off the fuck limits, for as I'm concerned. Because she put it down. She put it down. She was a mother twice. You can't negate that. That's like your goddamn mama working for a job and it's physical, and then she's pregnant with you. You gonna have compassion for your mama. I got compassion for Skylar. I got 8 daughters, so I'm all the way up off that shit. I got 5 grandchildren. I know how hard it was for my daughters to have babies. I seen it, my wife, to have my babies, my wives. No, hey, shout out to the mothers. Listen, first of all, I want to say shout out to the mothers. You know, shout out to y'all. Mother's Day is coming up. We definitely gonna celebrate Mother's Day. My mother has passed on. My grandmothers have passed on. But shout out to the mothers. Hey, when you a mother, you get all the respect. All the respect. Skylar Diggins is a 7-time All-Star. She played hard in this game, no matter what. She was going through postpartum. She talked about that in when she was like Think Black. Go see that that documentary she was on for Seattle, and she was sitting in the restaurant. She was telling her story. When they was they was interviewing her when she came to Seattle, and she was sitting in the all black restaurant. She didn't want to be, listen, y'all, this girl is from here. She didn't even want to be interviewed unless it was in a black restaurant that she was giving love to. She went to a black restaurant. She could have went anywhere else. She went to a black-owned restaurant. She said she wanted to be there so she could give them some love for her interview. I'm just gonna stand on 10 toes on it. I'm standing 10 toes down. I don't care what it is. Skylar is a standard. Is a standard in the game of the WNBA, and you can learn a lot from her. Yeah, she chased some motherfuckers away because guess what? Us in Chicago, that's just what the fuck we do. You either gonna be that or you not. If you fake, you fake. If you not, you not. Drew Lloyd, I don't know what happened in a situation. I can't tell you. Neither one of them had talked about it. Neither one of them had said anything about it. So I don't even know if the fight, what the fight of everything that happened in Seattle. But I do know the fight that happened in Phoenix. I do know the fight that happened in Dallas. She was fucking pregnant, and they treated her like shit. They treated her like shit. And shout out to Skylar Diggins for surviving that. Mama, you survived that. You're a strong woman. You're a strong black woman. And shout out to your mother who just your family members who helped you through that. Shout out to y'all. I mean, that's a hell of a thing to go through a pregnancy, man. And nobody supporting you. She just going to the damn gym. And they locked her out. Stop it. You don't want that shit to happen to your daughter or your sister or your brother or your brother's wife or, you know what I'm saying, your aunties or nobody. You wouldn't want that to happen to your family members. So I know what I would have did if that was my daughter. I'm just saying, they'd be like, I'd be like, chat, Check. I'm locked up. Won't let me out. Hey, T. Camilla. Yeah, man. I'll be, y'all. That'll make me other than myself.
Came back from multiple pregnancies, So to do it,
Multiple.
I think it's great for my kids to see me play. I don't have to be like back in my day, baby. They can see mama in real time right now. And so God willing, I'm hopefully I'll be able to play a few more strong years where they can see that and be around these amazing women and amazing people to look up to. And so it's been tough, but the most gratifying thing ever to have them a part of my W journey and for them to see it in real time. And it's amazing to see the CBA. That's just another nod to the CBA. And, when you play in leagues like Unrivaled, you have a family room. When it's started by mothers, Stewie and Nafisa, you have all the resources, and it makes the W kind of follow suit. And so I didn't have a family room to put my son in. I didn't have a place to pump my milk. I pumped right in the locker room as Azare. When we were in Dallas, pumped right in the locker room and put my milk right in the Gatorades.
Oh my God.
And so things have changed a lot. And I love to see the evolution of it. And it's all about inclusion and, awareness. And it's great to see what it is now.
I'm curious for both of you as veteran players, just what your thoughts are on the development of player slots and how that can help younger players.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool concept. I think it's good for them as development, like just giving them that year or that season to get better and to grow and to learn from us. But also it helps us when we have, you guys know, every year there's injuries. There's stuff that like last year we were down to like 7 bodies for like a really good amount of time, and it was really tough. So to be able to have those development players who have been here all season, know our plays, know our system, and can just slide right in smoothly is like, I think it's going to be really amazing.
Yeah, I think that was well said.
You're both veterans, obviously. Coach Tyler talked about he was kind of satisfied with 2 preseason games, in large part because the schedule is very compact. There's going to be more games coming. I just wanted to get your thoughts on kind of this growing number of games that's going to happen in this CBA, and if you guys are, okay with that.
Oh, we're obviously okay with it. We voted yes to ratify. We'll see how it is.
Truth eternal.
Obviously, it's the first. We don't have very much sample size to go. We increased it a little bit to 44, and so to go to 50, it's like, all right. Obviously, the way that we travel and the way that we move around is a little different than when we were playing 34 games, having to spend the night every destination. The travel was unique in that sense. I think how we travel now is a little bit different to be able to accommodate some of those things and some of the resources that we have now and extra hands in medical and extra hires that we've had to come on the road and travel with us. But yeah, it's about the best ability you can have in this league is availability. And so just trying to figure out if we have to manage a load or not, or what that looks like. But obviously we want to be competitive in every game. We want to try to make sure we take care of our bodies as pros, and the rest of the recovery aspect is so important now with all the additional games. And so I guess TBD, we'll see how it goes. The thing about it is how many can you be available for?
Skylar, what does it mean to you to know that your voice and leadership carries such heavy weight in a young locker room? And Rachel, how much do you feel like this franchise needed a voice like hers?
I don't know how I feel about it. I'm only raising my own 2 kids. That's it. I don't feel any pressure to I think just be myself. And I think when I first came in the league, you try really hard to get people to like you. You want to stay on people's good side, especially you people. Sorry to say it like that. But you want people to write nice things and stuff like that. I stopped caring about that stuff and really just I live in that passion of loving the game. I'm from Indiana. And so if you don't know, how we feel about the game is very wholesome still, how I approach the game. And with that, how we live our life as professional athletes, you're going to get criticized. You're going to get ridiculed sometimes. It's going to be people's opinion, especially when everybody has so much accessibility to share how they feel nowadays. And so I just try to keep it about the basketball at the end of the day. I really don't give a damn about how anybody feels about my personal life, what I got going on, except, how I play the game, how I show up for my teammates, how I show up as a pro, and how I lay my whole heart on the line every game, no matter who I compete against. And so I think when you get to the essence of those things, when you've been in the game so long, that's what when you peel off all the layers, that's really what I play for now.
Anthony Green.
Not for the
She said she don't give a damn about what nobody else think. She gonna be her. She don't care. She for the shits.
tension, but just the joy that I feel on the floor, the release that I feel on the floor, and how it's like a safe haven to me. So I still cherish the game and keep it very pure. Being in the league so long, you see what you get out is what you put in. It's like an ATM machine. And that's what I try to teach the younger players. Instead of always so much having to do it with this, just show them how I show up and why I've been here so long. And so that's what I hope to bring to the table here. I'm excited to still have the opportunity to be somewhere where my opinion still feels like that is cherished, but also understanding you got a lot of young people that look up to you. And so I'm trying to be a good girl.
Good girl's crazy.
Right.
I'll say to that, like, it's so important to have Skylar here. Just her intensity. You guys know her intensity, her competitiveness is just so important to this locker room. It's something that we need, and it's something that she's going to bring every single night.
Shake your fake ass up. But you didn't want to hear what the fuck Angel had to say. But you didn't want to hear what Angels had to say hurt your feelings. But what Skylar, you have no clue of what this girl gonna do. You have no clue of how Chicago girls get out.
I know that without fail, like she's consistent in that, and she's truly going to be that person for us. And I think I really love Skylar and what she brings. And we have very different leadership styles, but I think that's kind of why we work.
Yeah.
We really like work well together in that way because we bring different aspects, but we're also both absolute perfectionists. And I think that's why we get along so well and we understand each other, because we just want things to just go perfect, which isn't realistic, but like we just care that much. Like we truly care to an emotional point.
Yeah,
I think we both are emotional humans too. But she's gonna be huge for us in our locker room, and there's gonna be nights when she's gonna be tough on us, and it's important. Like we need that, and that's what's gonna get us over the hump. You know, it's gonna get us in that playoff push and gonna get us further into the playoffs because of the words that she's going to speak, and she's not going to feel, I don't know if the right, like not feel bad about it, but like you're just going to say it, and it's coming from the right place, and it's coming from her heart, and she means it.
But you couldn't take it from Angel. And did y'all see her after the game? Did y'all see her after the game all up in Angel face? Did y'all watch? See, I'll be watching. Y'all got to watch. Did y'all see her all up on Angel after the game? Y'all got to be watching. Yeah, Bam Bam believe they're going to the playoffs. I do too. I think they're going to the playoffs too. But did y'all see? Yeah, sucker ass Bam Bam. That's right. That's right, Tish. Sucker ass motherfucker Bam Bam. You better stop it, Bam Bam. I know your husband, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying. She was all up on Angel. Y'all, after the game, she was all in Angel face. Yeah. She was all over there. Angel was talking and shit. She all next to Angel and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, Angel was like, why you all up on me? Angel. Yeah, sucker ass Bam Bam. Let me see where. Let me see where it's at. Yeah, all up on Angel and shit. Y'all gotta know, man. I'll be watching. Y'all got to pay attention. I'll be paying attention, man. I'll be peeping some of the coldest shit too. You know, some of y'all be putting me up on it too. I ain't gonna lie. She wins be on my ass. If y'all can find that, hey, send it to me if y'all can find that, because I'm trying to run and orchestrate the show at the same time. So if y'all can find that clip when she was find that clip when Bam Bam was on the court. I forgot who channel it was. I think I can't remember. But I saw Bam Bam all up on Angel and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. And while Angel was talking and shit, Bam Bam standing right next to her. You know what I mean? As if ain't nothing wrong. Tripped out. That should be tripping me out, Joe. Let me see. Let me see, y'all. But yeah, man, I want to get through. Let me continue the thing while I look.
Back left of the camera.
Hey guys, Skylar, this is for you. Obviously, Notre Dame was a big part of the start of your career. I still see you out there supporting Yale Ivy this year.
Yeah.
How has that experience shaped you as a player, and what's a big lesson you've learned with the Irish you plan on carrying to the sky this season?
Yeah, I mean, well, that was 13 years ago. But it was no, just amazing to first and foremost being born and raised in South Bend, Indiana, having such a prestigious university 2-3 miles down the street from my house. And so being able to be submerged in that culture. And we talked about how much, Indiana loves basketball, and Notre Dame was one of the epicenters, of that as far as my examples that I had. And so always grew up watching Niele play when she played there, when she coached as an assistant, and now to see her coach and to be full circle of her as a head coach. It's just amazing, her journey there. They call it Guard U for so many reasons. Obviously Niele started that up, was one of the ones, Coquise Washington, Niele Ivy, getting to play under a Hall of Famer and Coach Muffin McGraw, who's, basketball mind is still very relevant in our game to this day. And so I'm just blessed to be able to have a university like that was right in my backyard, and that I was able to get in and go there and really, it was tough on me. Coach McGraw and Niele were super hard on me, what they expected from me. But I demand to be coached, and I challenged them as well. And so, I think everything that I've learned there, just fundamentally, how I was developed, the importance of watching film and how you watch film. And they really just turned me into my mind and my mindset into a point guard, and how to run teams, time, score, possession, 2-for-1s, how to manage games, what to look at. And so it's a lot of things that I carry forward with them and have my whole professional career.
We'll go to Zoom for a question, then close out with 2 in person. From Kareem Copeland of ESPN, for Skylar, what was Jeff's pitch that made you believe in the vision to want to come here?
Yeah, it wasn't just Jeff. It was other players that I was able to talk to, had conversations with Azare, obviously Rachel, Sluty, Rakia, just obviously hearing about Dejanay and players that not only have been here, but wanted to come back here. The veterans that were coming into fold along with the younger players. I thought it was a great combination. Obviously the changes that were being made by, per CBA and per the organization, the improvements that were being made there, just serious about wanting to get back to a high level and playing some great basketball. And obviously I've been on the other side in 2021, playing versus that championship team and just seeing the arena light up, seeing, Chicago basketball at its peak. I've been here as a fan since before I was in the W, since the team got here. Tisha Penicheiro signed. I came to, I think, her first game. And so I've always been submerged in the culture of Chicago Sky. I know what it is. I know how this city embraces sports and loves basketball. And so I didn't need to really be sold on that growing up in the Midwest. This is where you come when you want to get some good bump and so much culture.
This is where you want to come when you want to get some burn. This is where you want to be. Michael Jordan played on the streets of Chicago, told him ain't nobody got competition. He said, yeah, New York is New York. He said, but ain't nobody got the players that Chicago has. I'm just saying what Mike said. I'm just saying.
In the city, great food, and I spent a lot of time here. So a lot of it didn't need to be sold because I was so close to family. But also from a basketball operations side, just the moves that they were making really put in their money where their mouth was and wanting to make some good change towards us getting back competitive, like in the playoffs, like Rach said. So the people, along with the resources that I need and alongside of being close to home, Jeff really put that vision out there. What him and Tyler were thinking for this team and what they wanted for this team. And then obviously connecting, with Tyler was really important. Who do you want to be coached by? And love his vision, love his passion, love how other players speak about Tyler that are in the league. And then obviously the representation is really important to me.
We'll close out with Brian and Chris with two quick ones.
Question for you, Rachel. You were asked to do a little bit.
Hold on, y'all. Angel had walked off, showing y'all she ain't fucking with Bam Bam. Yeah, she ain't messing with Bam Bam. Look, it's only a screen. Look at Rachel. Azare, they all talking and shit. Angel, Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard stayed on the court. She like, Bam Bam, get away from me. That's where it was. It was over this. It was somewhere else though. They showed Angel actually walking off. Yeah, they showed Angel actually. This I know she got it too, but it's another channel where you can see Angel literally walking. When Bam Bam was walking up, y'all can see Angel walking away from. She gave Rakia some love. Angel gave Rakia some love because, of course, I told y'all Rakia didn't have nothing to do with it. She gave Rakia some love and Azare some love. Angel did. But she ain't fucking with Bam Bam. Y'all better know she ain't fucking with Bam Bam. Nope.
Strong standards. I've always had those, and it doesn't change no matter where I am in my career. I know I can still play at an all-star level for this team. For more years. And I think for us, everything that we do, how we do one thing is how we do everything. I'm a firm believer in that. And so, yes, wholeheartedly want to compete, the best that we can to get back to where we want to be. The telescopic vision is way down in the playoffs. The telescopic vision is a championship, but I think the microscopic vision is the daily items that we do every day to get to those, to get to those milestones. And so I think it's just about the standard of how we approach the competition, how you have to approach the competition in this league, because it's great. And when you talk about competition, you got two more damn teams trying to keep you out the playoffs. So it's going to be extremely competitive. We're looking forward to an exciting season of basketball, and Chi-Town, come out and watch us because we love it. We appreciate the support last night. I'm excited. I know y'all got to wait a little bit longer to see us in person to get some bump, but we appreciate the fans and everybody that's been supporting us. And we're looking forward to an exciting summer of basketball.
Can't you guys tell she has great quotes? Telescopic, microscopic.
It's like,
what?
I'm a point guard. I got the
Who
vision.
says that?
I got the vision.
I'm writing that down.
And be nice to us all damn summer and fall. Thank you.
And be nice to Tyler and Jeff. They're the best people ever.
Shut your ass up, Bam Bam. God damn. Shut your ass up, Bam Bam. Bam Bam, stop that shit, man. Stop that shit, Bam Bam. Stop it. Bam Bam, stop that shit. I know you look at my shit. Stop that shit, man.
Love
Thanks,
you guys.
everyone.
Quiet on that part.
No, Rakia will be next.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna get started. Start with Maggie.
Hey, this the
Hi,
funny
this
shit,
question is
dog.
for the birthday girl. What are some of the things you have focused on in the off season to get yourself into shape for your third season, such an important season?
I'll be focusing on my defense and my perimeter game. That's something we had talked about, and that was something I had to improve on. So that's something that I'm focused on.
Go to Brian in the front row.
This was for you, Rakia. You, JC, and also Camilla, you guys were basically 3, 4, and 5 in the draft. Just wanted to get your thoughts just on them all being teammates with you now and just the chemistry you guys are starting to develop.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to have, 3, 4, and 5, who got drafted in the 2024 draft on a team together. I mean, everything happens for a reason, and I feel like we're just going to continue to build that chemistry as time goes on. But I'm very excited to be here with this group.
Rakia, which area in your game do you see yourself taking the biggest leap in as you enter your third year?
Every aspect of my game. I don't want to ever be a one-dimensional player. I want to be a two-way player. I want to be very efficient in all aspects. So every aspect you can think of.
This is a question for both of you. Given the roster overhaul and going into the season with a lot of expectations for the both of you, what are your expectations for this season?
Go get your popcorn. Go get your popcorn. It's almost lunchtime, so go get your chicken wing.
My expectation for the season is just to have fun and just win. I feel like we have a really good group. The energy is really good, and I feel like we're just going to continue to build that chemistry and that camaraderie. So I'm just excited to see where this group get to, but I'm very excited for it.
Hi, ladies. This question is for the both of you. Obviously, there's a lot of new additions to this team. How are you both feeding off each other's energy on the floor and in practice?
I feel like we're feeding off of each other's energy really well.
You heard
this
what
is a really fun group. We have a mixture of different.
For the both of you, what are your expectations for this season?
My expectation for the season is just to have fun and just win. I feel like we
You
have
don't
a really
want to
good
talk
group.
to
The
them.
energy is really good, and I feel like we're just going to continue to build that chemistry and that camaraderie. So I'm just excited to see where this group get to, but I'm very excited for it.
Hi, ladies. This question is for the both of you. Obviously, there's a lot of new additions to this team. How are you both feeding off each other's energy on the floor and in practice?
I feel like we're feeding off of each other's energy really well. This is a really fun group. We have a mixture of different ages. So I feel like it's very fun, and we're just going to continue to get closer as, the time goes on.
Everyone's talked about Skylar's leadership and just the standard that she brings to the team. I'm just curious how both of you have learned from her so far.
Skylar, sorry. She's just a dog. Like, you literally walk in the room and you feel her aura, you feel her energy, and, she's not afraid to let it be known. And I love to play with players like that. That's just confident in himself. I feel like that just, hype the team up even more. So just, learning with Skylar, building with her, I feel like has been fun this far.
Any more in person? Go back to Maggie.
Rakia, so, with so many different pieces.
Y'all don't notice. See, man, y'all better leave my motherfucking Camilla alone. Camilla don't want to talk to these mother suckers. Y'all better leave my Camilla alone. She right with the program. She like, I ain't talking to these bitch ass, punk ass, mark ass people. I don't want to talk to you. I don't trust you. I don't want to really be here. But I'm going to be here because I had to be here. And I don't like none of y'all. She know all of them motherfuckers that's in that room do hit pieces. She don't want to say shit. She don't never want to see. She don't want to talk, Brian. She a Spanish girl in the first place. She got her side out right away. She got her side out. If you know anything about the Spanish girls, you know You know they already got their side out. Look, Miller ain't saying shit.
Is coming in and you coming in new to Chicago. What kinds of things are you guys doing off the court to kind of build that bond?
I mean, I feel like the first day we got here, we had like a team dinner. I mean, like yesterday we had a little team outing. So just, letting it be organic, huh? Where'd you go? I've been nosy.
Y'all heard her? She say, you know.
Like you literally walk in a room and you feel her aura, you feel her energy, and she's not afraid to let it be known. And I love to play with players like that. That's just confident in himself. I feel like that just hype the team up even more. So just learning with Skylar, building with her, I feel like has been fun this far.
Any more in person? Go back to Maggie.
Rakia, so with so many different pieces coming in and you coming in new to Chicago, what kinds of things are you guys doing off the court to kind of build that bond?
I mean, I feel like the first day we got here, we had like a team dinner. I mean, like yesterday we had a little team outing. So just, letting it be organic, huh? Where'd you go? I've been nosy.
They don't be nosy.
She said, no. Sorry, I was just playing.
No, she what?
I feel like we just let it be organic. And I feel like that's important with teams. Just letting it be organic, not forcing things. So again, this team has a very great personality. Everyone is their own person, but we also just come together and have fun. So it's been very fun to experience it.
The CBA introduced the 2 new player developmental slots. Just curious, as younger players, I know you guys are obviously both.
So just, learning with Skylar, building with her, I feel like has been fun this far.
Any more in person? Go back to Maggie.
Rakia, so, with so many different pieces coming in and you coming in new to Chicago, what kinds of things are you guys doing off the court to kind of build that bond?
I mean, I feel like the first day we got here, we had like a team dinner. I mean, like yesterday we had a little team outing. So just, letting it be organic, huh? Where'd you go? I've been nosy.
Don't trust. I'm telling you, she don't trust these hoes. She like, hold on, be nosy, hoe.
Sorry, I was just playing.
No, she wasn't playing.
I feel like we just let it be organic. And I feel like that's important with teams. Just letting it be organic, not forcing things. So again, this team has a very great personality. Everyone is their own person, but we also just come together and have fun. So it's been very fun to experience it.
The CBA introduced the 2 new player developmental slots. Just curious, as younger players, I know you guys are obviously both set on the team, but just for younger players trying to make it into the league, how do you?
So y'all can know, Camila Cardoso say, don't be nosy. Stay your ass out of our business. That's what she say, don't be nosy. Her being around Angel and now Skylar there, Skylar speaking that shit, and then Rakia gonna say pop off. Rakia from Detroit, she from the mid too. Rakia be like, Rakia got Tourette syndrome. Bam Bam in trouble. Oh, Bam Bam, you okay with this though, huh? You had a problem with Angel. But you already won. So was it that you wasn't all right with Angel because you didn't think the Angel would say such a thing? Get your ass out of here.
I think that those developmental player slots can be helpful.
How do we feel the what?
The developmental player slots, just how can those help younger players in the team itself?
Yeah, I mean, it's just more space for, people that we feel like deserve a spot in this league and, more space for them to be able to prove themselves. And I also feel like it helps us as a team, not having to, figure out, scrambling like, oh, we might have to sign this player to a 7-day contract. We already know what we're kind of getting. They're already in the groove of it. They know the plays. So I definitely love it. And I feel like it's a very good addition to the roster.
We'll go to Zoom. Sean Schultz, W Swish. He asks for both of you, If you could talk about what Courtney Vandersloot's leadership means for both of you.
Sloot's leadership means everything to us. She's very vocal. She knows what she's talking about. She has a very high IQ. She's a, future Hall of Famer. So just being able to learn from such a legend, someone that, has been at the big stage, won championships, has meant a lot to this team. And she's just going to continue to get better. Can't wait to get back out there with her. She's one of the main reasons why I came here as well. So I'm just excited to play with Sloot.
Yeah, I love Sloot. The first day I met her, she was very helpful. She talks to me 24/7. She helps me get better each and every day. And that's something I really appreciate about her because she's always there on your corner and she wants you to get better. So
Go back to Brian.
Yo, I gotta call a spade a spade. That shit was fake as fuck. To me. Y'all might see something different. But they got to say the right answers. I understand. But one thing I ain't gonna be is fake. It says 14 days another team can steal a developmental player. They have the right to decline. Oh, I ain't know that. Damien, what's up, Damien?
And then Colin.
This was for you, Ricky. I just wanted to get your thoughts just on your comfort level and just being back with Coach LT here in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm getting acclimated. Got to get my legs up under me a little bit. But other than that, I feel like I'm at home. I feel very comfortable here. Everyone is so welcoming, but being back with LT is very fun. We call each other Fave. Meeting her at LA and just growing that bond there has definitely carried over here. So I just honestly feel like I'm at home and I'm just happy to be here.
We'll go back to Colin, front row on the left.
This is for Camilla. Hi. You're obviously one of the players. You talked about being part of Project B a couple of days ago, I believe. I just wanted to know, what do you know about what to expect when you join the league and later this year? What would you expect to happen there?
I expect to be a great league. We have great players, and it's something that's big. I love how the women's basketball is growing, and for me, it's really special because I love to travel and I love basketball, and I'm gonna get to play basketball in so many countries through Project B and get paid. So I'm excited.
We'll go to Matt in the back left.
Camilla over here. Coach Marsh said you can be one of the elite bigs in this league, is the way he put it. What do you need to do to get to that point?
I'll say just trust myself more. I think my teammates and my coaches, they always telling me how much they trust and believe in me. So I think that's something I gotta also start believing in myself and just go out there and do whatever my teammates need me to do in order to win games, because that's the main goal for me right now. I just want to win.
Any more? Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
So you two are both.
I'm not fucking interested in this shit. So y'all can watch that shit on your own. I ain't finna be playing that shit. We'll watch that another day when I want to dissect it. But I don't have no tolerance right now for Slooty with no booty. I definitely ain't got no tolerance. Straight up. I ain't got no tolerance for that, y'all. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'll dissect that with y'all probably tonight. We'll dissect the shit because I could crash out at night. But, I appreciate everybody that came up here with me. I appreciate y'all being here for me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You know what I mean? T. Camilla. I got to go, T. Camilla. It's Friday. I got to go get some paper. Yeah, I ain't got no time to be wasting on fucking Slooty with no booty. Straight up, I ain't got no time to be wasting on Slooty with no motherfucking booty. At all. I'm going to crash out. I don't want to start my day off like this. I got to go out there in the streets. I might mistreat somebody. That might just not be meaningful. So no, listen, Slooty with no booty ain't gonna piss me off to go out here and disrespect any people. Cause I'm serious. I got no tolerance for her. We gonna watch this shit tonight. We gonna see you tonight at 10 o'clock. We got another game that's gonna be played on the Players Club. Some I don't know what team is playing tonight. I think the Valkyries is playing tonight, child. Yeah, the Valkyries is playing tonight. So we're gonna have it on the Players Club. Sunday, Saturday, Friday. No, Toronto and Minnesota playing at 7. So we're gonna watch and see how Toronto and Minnesota play. So we're gonna see y'all tonight on the Players Club. I appreciate everybody doing what they do, man. I appreciate each and every person, man. Listen, y'all come in here, man. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's been over 150 people up in the building. Y'all, this morning, last night, 200. We had over 260 people last night. Seeing that, what was going on last night in a little crash out room time. Man, I appreciate y'all more after these messages.
Soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about.
Hey everybody, my name is Bro Claude, and I'm here to tell you about the best whipped organic shea butter on planet Earth. It just so happens to be my brand, Bread House Butters. It sheens, shine, heal, treats, moisturize, condition your skin. Not only is this the best shea butter for you, but it heals good, smells good, and feels good. It is the best moisturizer that you can use. It clears up any scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis, and most intensified dryness of skins. You can put this on your face, your hair, and your body, and I'm telling you, this is the best product that you can use in America because, of course, we make ours and crafted, handcrafted in our own kitchen. So I'm asking for you guys to support the #1 product that you're going to ever be able to put on your body, Bread House Butters brand. And guess what? You can go to breadhousebutters.com. I said breadhousebutters.com and put your order in now. Thank you. And I appreciate everyone who supports. So I thank y'all, man, for what you do. I thank you for what you will do. And I thank you for what you have done. Turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And then, of course, like my baby Not For The Week with her fine self. She joined us today. You know what I'm saying? It became a bread maker. She part of my crew. And y'all better know what's happening. Listen, y'all. I'm just asking for y'all to support the channel, be a part of the channel. And if you want to support the channel and be, join the channel, you can do so. It's right here for you. And I appreciate you so much. Donate to the channel. Help me bring this channel up to par. Y'all see me developing as I go on and on and on to the break of dawn, bars, and bring this channel up. I'm just asking because I also invest my time, my energy, and I also want to give y'all great work and investigation, which y'all know I go all the way down to the good part. You know what I'm saying? Right down to the good part. Yeah. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'm grateful, man, that y'all support me and also helping me build my team. So, y'all, I see you tonight. I'm going out to hustle and do what I need to do and get it cracking. And as always, I leave as I came with another banger. Hit me up, man. Team winning always.
Yeah, they're my own. You say it, but that my